I am so excited about this Black Forest horse that's just released. I feel incredibly nauseous right now, but I'm still logging on. This is how much I want to see this horse. So I didn't get up early to see it. I am back from work and doing it, but like I feel terrible and I'm still holding myself up to try to come see this horse. Okay, watch them come into view. Oh, the fluffy, the floofy. Yeah, and they're 900, so I'm probably gonna stick with one and then like maybe eventually get another one once I level one up. But I have preferences. I really thought I was gonna love this one when I first saw it in the previews, and I still love it. No, please don't attack me. Go lay in your bed. Thank you. Sometimes I have a cheese stick because I think it might help with my nausea, and she wants my cheese stick, so she's stalking me. Okay, now she's going to lay down. Good kitty. Aww. That little pawing animation is the cutest thing. But I like this horse, but I think I'm actually going to end up being partial to some of the ones I didn't think I would like. This happens to me every time. I always think I know what I want, and then I log in and actually see the horses, and then I'm blown away by like all of them. So this one is adorable. I love how she has the gray around her face. And she just looks so fluffy. Like even her coat looks fluffy because of that contrast. And I think it's so cute. I like your face markings. And your dapples are nice. This one, I didn't rate this one very highly when I did like a little story post or something on Instagram. But now that I see her with her little snip, and obviously I think of all of these as mares. I don't know why. It's just, there's something about them makes me think they're mares. But, oh my god. This one is cute. You know, it'd be really fun if you could like preview them with some kind of tack set. Oh, that little trot. Oh, love it. Ooh. Yeah, I like the canter. We're nice and balanced, but we're not leaning heavy on our forehand. How about the gallop? Oh, thank God. It's not as bad as the Noriker or the Cell Francais. Sometimes they really look like they're digging into the ground. They look a little more lifted. I wonder if the mane flipping around kind of has something to do with that illusion. That's cute. That's a cute little run. Oh, oh, they can hug. Oh, you had the level 7. Okay. I thought that might just be an idol for them, but it's a special movement. That's cute. I love this. I love this trot. And the walk, she like kind of has like she's picking up her toe. This reminds me of Dutch warm blood walk a little bit, but I don't really have a problem with their walk. Her head is a lot more forward. I love that she's not like stuck on a vertical like the warm bloods are. Ooh, you're kind of cute, but I'm not a huge fan of the golden coat colors. I'm just not. So I think this is my favorite. I really do. I think she's my favorite. And then I love a good like 4 socks and blaze. Like that's, and I thought I was really gonna like this one, but he looks a lot more brown than gray to me now. And I love the blue eyes though. I said him. Okay, so you're a boy obviously in my head. I don't know. You're so cute. You just look like a big golden retriever. That's what you make me think of. But I think I'm gonna get her. I love this coat color. It's so like rich. I feel like it looks like rich, like a nutmeg spice or something. And I love that you have flax in. So let's look at these mane styles. I do love the swoop. I saw someone talking about that earlier, and I think it's so cute. Oh, that's very whimsy. I like the whimsy here. And the braids. Oh, those thick braids. This reminds me, I used to work at a breeding farm for Vanner horses, and they had such long manes like this. Like it would just be so thick and heavy, and like in the summer it would make them like just sweat if you didn't take care of the mane. And like they didn't want to cut the mane or trim the mane or pull the mane, whatever, because they wanted to stay nice and big. That's like one of the key traits of those horses. So we did like a braid like this, where we would do like a it was more like a roll. We didn't actually braid it. And we would try to like swap sides every other day so that we didn't pull on their necks. Anyway, that's just a tidbit for you. Look, look at that. That reminds me of those big sheep dogs that have the fluffy, like you can't see their eyes. That's the best way I can put it. They don't really have forelocks. They just have long hair. The dogs. Oh, that's cute. That's adorable, but like I think I'd take a couple pictures of that and then be bored of it. But I think it's such a nice little treat for us to have something like that we can swap to. The fur decorations, I don't really know where that comes from. I know these were like logging horses originally. Like they're I think they're like bred for that. Yeah, rise of machinery, 20th century. The need for working horses declined and the Black Forest horse population dwindled. That's so sad. So sad. But I'm guessing it's just like a what's the word? Like a like an homage to, you know, their history. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. And the big fluffy. I just call this the big fluffy, yeah. And then they have the normal. Okay, when I trim you up like that, you look very similar to the Noric, or like the thick, but it's a very different still. Like you have a lot longer shoulder, I think. A little shorter rump, but it's, I mean, I don't know anything about this breed, but like just as far as difference between from the Noric, that's what it looks like to me. But you're still very chunky, and you have those big hooves, and you're just freaking adorable. So, but yeah, love that. I always like to check out the button braids. This isn't really a button braid exactly. Your mane's so thick, I don't think you could have a button braid. Can you imagine how thick their manes are and you trim it like that? This mane would look more like just like a poof with how thick they are, I think. That's just funny. But yeah, it's for like shows and stuff, because I do like role play shows. They're fun to do. And you would look so cute. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So freaking adorable. Okay. So, and then I didn't look at these braids because I love that they've updated like the mane movements, because like the manes didn't used to move at all. They were just like static, stuck on the horses' necks. I love that they've changed that. It's so nice. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go with this one, honestly, because I just like that I can have that one side with the floofy, and we still have the big thick forelock. It doesn't change the forelock, so I'm gonna go with that. Now I had to figure out a name for you. Give me a second. You're a mare. You're an adult. You're a mature little pony. Oh, a heart. Because you have a heart on your nose, obviously. So, what else can I call you? A lot of times I name horses like seasonal based names. Like if I bought her in the fall, I'll be like Autumn Heart or something like that. I don't know. Flutter, because you have a little fluttery mane, and my heart just like did a flutter when I saw you, because you're adorable. Flutter heart. That's kind of cute. I don't know. Maybe. I think I'm just gonna go with Flutter Heart. I think that's cute. There you go. And I'm gonna ride you right now. I always forget to take the tack off the current horse I'm riding. Gosh, why didn't I do that? Okay. Oh, she's precious, y'all. She's precious. I need to get one of these guys. I have the bay one, but I don't ever ride him. But anyhow. Oh, you're so cute. I'm also gonna look. I love this style saddle bag. I just adore it. And then I'm super tempted to like grab this whole set because it just looks, I love the saddle pad. I'm gonna have to get the saddle pad. The saddle pad's a must. Why is the saddle flap hitting the horsey's side? What is that? Hang on. Okay, wait. Okay, the jumping saddle fits it better. So I was like, well, what's you doing with this? Is that an actual thing? I have never seen a saddle pad that's meant to be used with a specific saddle that doesn't cover the full flap of the saddle. I mean, technically, if a saddle's fitted well enough, you would potentially be able to ride without a pad, but that's a theory, I would say, more so than actual practice. Anyhow, but yeah, I like it with the jumping saddle because it doesn't quite miss the corner there. And then I like the noseband, but I am not a fan of the like brass bits and stuff. I just don't like it. I feel like it makes them look old and like they're not taken care of. Okay, that's my realism coming out. I'm sorry. But I'm getting this saddle pad. I bought it right now. And then I do like the floofy little boots on you. Yeah, those look cute. I'm gonna get those. And then the clothing for moi. I've been working on the Trailblazer track a little bit, not a ton. Oh, I love those gloves. Oh, I like the plaid. That's a cute jacket. Oh, my glasses disappeared. I like these boots too. These look just like the Dublin River boots. You know, those are like all the rage. Oh my gosh. That is the cutest freaking hat. Or toque or toboggan or what do you call it? They're calling it a beanie. That's adorable. Oh my gosh. I'm such a sucker for this right now. I wish there was like a cart button where I could just check out all at once, but we're about to buy this whole fit. Not those. Look at that cute baby. Oh my gosh. I love that. Let me put these little leg wraps on. Actually, I love the leg wraps. Those are freaking adorable. Aww. Look at us. We look so good. You the cutest thing I've seen in a long time, ma'am. And I can't believe it. I've rated this horse the lowest out of all of them when I was like doing story posts and stuff. But this is too freaking cute. Do y'all want to do some races? I mean, it is like Trailblazer track, so we could yap a little bit while we do this. I had a plan to like do a whole setup where I did a Trailblazer and just talked about horse movies, because the Trailblazer is all about the silver screen this time, so I was just gonna yap about all my favorite horse movies. They're all old because I'm old. But anyway, so I mean we could do that. Be training our horsey up. Oh, I hate when I run into a wisp and I can't chase it. So I don't know, is that FOMO or is it just greed? Whoa, look at that jump. Oh, we're such floaty jumpers. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. This outfit is so good. Look at that jump. I love that jump. I love that jump. And for being such a chunky pony, look at you go. Oh my gosh. It's so funny. We had a horse at the barn that like, he's such a chunky boy. He really was. He is the biggest like mix of breeds you'd ever see. Like, I don't know what happened for them to get him, but I'm pretty sure he was not an intentional breeding. But he is a chunky boy, and he is a safe horse to ride in the lessons. He's so good. He doesn't freak out, but that poor fella cannot pick his feet up over poles to save his life. And I mean, he'll do good if he's got like a really, really strong rider, but because he's so good for the beginners, that typically doesn't happen. And so they do put him over cross rails occasionally. If he's having a good day, I guess, basically. But most of the time he just poor thing. We'll try him once or twice, and if he can't get it by second try, then we stop, because I mean he just tramples through it. And I think a lot of it is just his conformation. He just can't quite get himself balanced enough to really actually jump something. He can take a big trot step over it. But anyhow, all that rambling to say, this chunky little pony jumping like that is the cutest freaking thing. I think I'm still going to do the video where I talk about movies and stuff. We still have some time. We have like another 2-3 weeks. We have at least 2 weeks, because end of November isn't for another 2 weeks. And the Trailblazer goes through the 3rd of December, so I think I might do a video this weekend for this. I'm going to try really hard to get this out the day of the update. It's probably going to be the evening of the update, but we're going to try. My nausea's getting better. I think my cheese stick helped me. I think actually, you know what? I think it was the new horse helped me. I feel better because I have a new horse now. So, I do like how they're built. I don't know anything about the breed, but just looking at the horse itself as a horse, I think this is a really well done horse model. You can tell that they're meant to be stockier, but they're not a weird shape. There's nothing odd about this. I like the toes are not too long. Sometimes you see some of the horse models and their toe is really, it's like out to here, and it's just a little bit off, and it looks like they've been trimmed weird. But this is a nice slope, a nice pastern to cannon connections. So we're gonna walk around. She lifts her front feet a lot. I like that. The hind feet also look like they're lifting a lot. They don't look like they're slipping to me. They look like they're nice and steady. Trot, same thing. I don't feel like we're slipping at all. I do think sometimes this changes with the horse's leveling and also the horse's mood. Like if you don't have a horse that's happy, you might end up with some slipping because they move slower. It could be an optical illusion on my end, but I feel like I've seen that a couple times. But overall, I think this is really nice. The inside hoof, the back hind, so on her right hind, she does look like she's pushing up under herself with that. I like that detail. I haven't really ever examined Star Stable horses for that close a detail, but I do think it looks like a nice and natural turn. Like from up here, her foot's not sticking out weird from her hind end. It's following under her hip, which is, I imagine that would be fairly difficult to do in animation because I see it not done well so often in other games. At the canter, I like that she picks her hinds up a good bit. The canter looks like we keep our leg out a little bit more, and maybe a little bit of a hitch there from like when she's picked it up to the point of placing it back down again. It's there is slightly hitchy. Yeah, it's only on, I don't see it on the left side, I just see it on the right side. The left side is also the leading leg, which means it's moving further forward, so that hind leg is maybe just the animation method for it is drop it or having to speed up a little bit to keep up with the movement. I don't know, that's my theory as a very non-expert in animation, but like knowledgeable about horse movement. That's my theory. But overall, I don't notice it until I'm like staring at that leg. If you just watch in general her movement, like just look at the horse herself, I think she looks really, really nice. In general, I don't see a lot of movement up here in withers for any kind of horse game. I just it's not a very common thing. I think it's just, again, something detailed about the movement. Animation can be kind of difficult. I see a frequent complaint of horses' necks not moving a lot in the trot. But if you watch a horse trot around, they don't really move their neck. Their head will bob a little bit. Like she looks, if you were to have a bridle on her right now with a rider, because horses will move very differently in contact than they will without. So okay, so it's not tightening up. I feel like some of the horse models, they tighten it up. Or if we're canter, yeah, the reins tighten up a little bit. But anyhow, what she looks like to me is like she's kind of on contact. I kind of wish she like was a little bit more forward with this angle right here. But she's not on a vertical line. I changed my alignment again. Sorry for seeing all of this settings adjustments, but like she's not straight up and down. Like the flat of her face has an angle and not straight up and down. So I appreciate that, really do. And at the canter, it's even better. I love this movement of the head at the canter. Like that looks very natural to me. And at the canter, at like an extended canter or like a quote unquote hand gallop is a little bit more movement. Like we're kind of surging along. I think this looks good. I think their movement is very cute. I think Star Stable overall does a good job with making their horse movements unique between their breeds. Some of them, like the Celtique, is little weird. Or the Maori horse, but like I don't know anything about those breeds. I've never seen them in action other than in videos, so maybe they do move weird. But overall, I feel like they've been doing a lot better with these like Gen 3 horses to have unique movements, like with character for the horses, but still very realistic. And there's only so many ways horses can move. And as long as the movement is, quote, correct, in my opinion, like there's no weird joint malfunctions or just like the horse looking like they're lame or something like that, I have no complaints most of the time. I don't think you're ever going to see a ton of movement like way up here, but this shoulder's moving nicely. The haunches, you're also not going to see a lot in the hips. They are still moving. If you see the rear view there, they are still shifting side to side, so it's still capturing that like footfall and the pressure that the horse is putting on their hind feet. But you're not really going to see it on the side, I don't think. Like you're not going to see this like full on joint just like loop up and come back down like you might in some actual horses. There's still movement, like especially in their like stifle area, they have nice movement there. And it gets nice and long for the trot. I like that. Like they're taking a good step. Canter shortens up a little bit, like they're collecting themselves around, and then they lengthen back out for the gallop. So, and they also look like they're staying nice and level to me through the transitions. That dropped a little. Let's see. Yeah, the hind drops a tiny bit from canter to a trot, but that's when I'm like picking this apart. So overall, I love this. Love it. They just kind of seem like they get a little taller at the canter. But that's just such a minor detail. I'm not mad about it. Anyway, obviously I think it's pretty apparent. I give this horse like a 10 out of 10. And I haven't even gotten to do the special movements yet, and I'm not going to spend the time racing just to video it. We'll capture that at a later time. But thank you so much for watching the video. Give me a like if you enjoyed it and consider subscribing to see more. Let me know which colors were your favorite in the comments below. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.